What's up, everybody? Welcome to podcast now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra. Yet again, the game, I will call it, has been indefinitely delayed. Now, this is actually a little funny, even though it's a quite serious topic, but I actually recorded a video on this game. It'll go up over the weekend, and I'm talking about it going to be shown, hopefully, I want it to be shown at the Game Awards. So if you see that video and you say, what's he talking about with this early 2026 stuff? That was before all this stuff happened. Honestly, I will say this. Well, number one, this was more obvious to me than GTA. If I had to bet which of these two games would have been delayed first / just more confidently, I would have bet on Hydra, because just the game is worrying me more and more. And to be honest with you, the way they delay this game, well, firstly, it gets completely overshadowed by GTA. I think maybe, a 1/100th of the people that see GTA would see Hydra. But number two, it's how they delayed it. It's what they said. GTA, they delay it by 6 months, and they give a date. Hydra is simply being pushed, and it's why I call it an indefinite delay. Is they do not give a new season, they do not give a new year, they do not give a new date. It is simply just not coming out in early 2026, and that makes me it continues that nervousness that I kind of am starting to build around this game. So before we go any further, let's read the tweet. At Skydance Games, our goal is to deliver unforgettable premium games that honor the characters and worlds we're fortunate to work with. Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra is an ambitious project, and we are committed to ensuring it meets the level of quality that our team, players, and fans expect. To fully realize our vision, we've made the decision to shift our release window beyond early 2026. We're grateful for the passion and support from the community and players around the world. The team is working hard to create something truly special, and we look forward to sharing more with you as development progresses. Now, I want to be confident. I want to be positive. And I've said before, it's all to me, Amy Hennig. If she wasn't there, my confidence in this game would be exactly zero. Now, also, though, to be fair, even though I'm a huge Amy Hennig fan and, giving me Uncharted, and like that I'll forever be indebted, to her as a creative, person. But I will say her last string of things, really ever since getting kicked out of Naughty Dog, which I'm still not pleased with how that went. But you look at her history, and it's not gone well. Whether it was her or whether it was just bad situations, she hasn't made a game. She was going to make a Star Wars game. It got canned. She's been bouncing around for a while, and she finds this. They're making Rise of Hydra, and they're also, don't forget, they're supposed to be making a Star Wars game as well. That was announced years ago, and Hydra was coming first, and Star Wars comes second. But, firstly, I think we'd have to handle what the heck or what the F is happening with Hydra. But, that's the situation. But in reality, she has not made a game in, well, I guess over a decade, right? Because Uncharted 4, she had her version of Uncharted 4, and it made it pretty far, but it never, obviously released. She hasn't shipped a game in over a decade, and that's the person that I am the most confident in, as opposed to the rest of the studio that I have no clue what to even think of or have any kind of confidence in them whatsoever. So just to kind of throw that in, because you look at what we just said, right, or what we just read from them. They're pushing the window beyond early 2026. So they're pushing a release window indefinitely. God only knows. Is it the summer of 26? Is it the fall of 26? At this point, this is a game that I am I'll talk about it here and there, as I have, honestly, but in terms of a game that I'm super, super confident in, and it's just that's not where I'm at. I'm at with this game, they got to show and prove something at this point, because right now, is it even a game? How confident can we really be in this thing? And again, in the couple days, I already recorded the video. I still think they need to show something, not to give away that video too much, but I don't care when the game comes out. I think we honestly should get something of this game. And actually, not even something. We should get gameplay. We gotta see how this game actually functions, because something just doesn't feel right. Now, people are jumping to it's gonna get canceled. Could it get canceled? Yes, I think it absolutely could, because right now it seems like it's a game that's highly held up by tech, and that, that can come crumbling down very, very quickly. But as of right now, I don't want to write it off. Again, I'm going to I always have optimism for pretty much any game, even if some games kind of range from like super high confidence to super low confidence. I generally like to believe in all of these games, so I'm still going to believe in it. But at this point, if you told me it wasn't coming out at all next year, I'd believe you. In fact, I think that's probably where we should all put ourselves. Now, I'm not going to tell you what to do. You do whatever you want, or you think whatever you want when it comes to this game. But for me personally, I'm going to go under the assumption, like when I do ranking videos of like every game I'm excited for next year, I don't think I'm putting this on the list, because I'm just going to assume it's not coming out next year. They didn't say that. But here's the thing. They didn't say that it was. They didn't say it's pushed to 2027, but they also didn't say, oh, well, it's a Q3 or it's a fall 2026. No, they just gave up with that part. Like that's not even a thing anymore. So we'll see when it actually does release. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.